Hello everybody, my name is Mickey Smith and this is the first video in a series that we're going to be doing on amazing success stories that are going on in business right now. And before we go any further, I know that I've got audio issues and some of the audio sounds a little bit garbled, and I'm sorry about that. We'll get that fixed in the near future, but in the meantime, this information is just too important to wait to get out. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about us. But first, you need to know the economy has for sure already turned around, and right now we're in the middle of, or the beginning of, a great big boom, and hopefully it has turned around for you already. A little bit about us. Primary Hub works with small businesses, and our goal is to help make them not so small. And how do we do it? Well, we talk with business owners and we find out what their goals are, and then we make sure that those goals have a way of happening, and we find a way to make it work for them. Today we're talking about Lead Focused SEO. So let's get to the story on this episode. First off, our client came to us a few months ago, and their webmaster was charging them loads of money and getting almost nothing done, and it's a common story. And so when our client started talking to them about leaving, the web guy tried to hold them hostage, actually shut the website down, which would be a business killer for most people. And you can imagine, our client's dead in the water and heading right into high season. And so here's what we did. Number one, we rebuilt and fixed what needed to be fixed on the website. Most of it was pretty good. It just needed to be rebuilt and put back on. Got them up and online. And then number two, we put the whole focus on lead generation. Not just pretty pictures and good words. Most websites are pretty good right now, but it's obviously even more important that the site does business and does its job. And so we put the big focus on lead generation and made sure that there's a whole focus of a funnel that goes down for that client. And so next thing, the third thing that we did is, once everything was set up, is we blew the daylights out of some highly focused keywords in the search engines. And we found some special keywords that he could be number one for, and then grew it and grew it and grew it from there until we had hundreds of landing pages and keyword combinations. And here, so of course I can't use specific names for our client or obviously his clients. We don't want everybody calling, and we don't want everybody trying to find out exactly what is going on with him and trying to sell him and dissuade him and move him everywhere else. But I will show you, however, how all of this is happening. One thing is, our client is a swimming pool designer in Phoenix, Arizona. And so when I talk about doing localized search engine optimization, we put our focus on Google. And Google, when you put your focus on Google, everything else follows, and so you don't really need to focus on everything else because everyone's copying what Google does right now anyways, and so that is great. But when you're doing localized search engine optimization, that can be a little bit difficult to manage, and especially for a webmaster, the person in charge of the website, because for our client, we don't want anybody coming in from Florida that says they want a new pool, because our client builds pools in Phoenix, so it doesn't make any sense to do that. But they can't get leads anywhere else for obvious reasons. Once we got everything up and blasted, in the search engines, well, the leads started coming in the first one was in just 2 days. And let me go through some of these. Some days there haven't been any leads, and other days there have been 5 or more, and the result has been that there's been more than 1 lead per day on average, and each lead here is between $30,000 and $100,000, because this is a swimming pool. This is an in-ground swimming pool. And so people who fill out the form literally tell my client how much they want to spend. And you can see here that this one right here is under $50,000, and they're essentially qualifying themselves. Can you see what this would be like for your business? What could be easier? This is we're just closing in right now on the 3 months mark, and the results are huge. And what we're looking at here is a data dump of the submissions, and this would be life-changing for anyone. Let me go all the way to the bottom here, and this is just a few days ago when we took this data dump, and so it's basically month 3 right now of this, and the numbers are right now up over $4.2 million in leads. Can you see how this would be like for you? This would be just a huge thing for anybody. And again, it's not cold calling. This is not a giant mailer campaign. This is not discounting a product so that everyone would have to afford it. We've gone through and taken and just done high level search engine optimization, made a form and made a funnel that goes to it, and simply have people telling our client exactly what they want. And the results speak for themselves. This is just huge. It's a huge turnaround story, and at Primary Hub, we love being a part of stories like this. And we'll be posting more video stories, and it would be great if your story was next. We want to work with you to make this happen for you, and it's definitely not too expensive. This is not buying per lead money. These leads are coming straight from a website, and they're owned by the client. So we aren't charging our client per lead or anything crazy like that. There's no mystery to this. There is more info on our website at the links below, and contact us, and we would love to be getting this going for you ASAP.